welcome back. My name is MadDragon, and I'm joined with.
Joined with IceBear
Are you going?
in holy matrimony. The
I don't
ceremony
know,
happened in between episodes.
I sort of went blank then when I was trying to speak, but
The beauty of the
yeah.
crow carrying a video game lad
Is
off
someone going
just
to
caught
introduce
our
me,
inspiration.
or
Fuck
what?
no.
Oh my gosh! Can't believe you
down.
guys. Oh,
Sorry. Okay, this is Dingus McGee. He's
wow, so rude.
he's joining us.
All right, so
You
now
might
we're at a
introduce
bonfire, and we're going to be leveling up. Oh, I'm RavenValor 95.
There we go.
There we go. You're happy now.
Didn't want to leave that open. Okay.
Okay,
Touch
so
bloodstain. That seems like a good thing to do.
yeah, we've just got out of the tutorial area now. This is the actual main full game now, and
Yeah,
because
sure.
of that, we've leveled up for the first time as well at the bonfire.
Of course.
Ooh.
So you've invested in... What did you invest in?
I probably just bit of dexterity, I think.
Yeah,
Maybe
it
some
was
health.
dexterity.
Yeah.
Is that for... And that's, like, dependent on what weapons you tend to want to use,
Well,
right?
yeah, the stats, you got stuff like, what was it? I think it's strength, is it? Or endurance? Was it strength?
You got
No,
both.
vitality, I think, was one of them. Which, stuff like vitality would be something like your HP.
Health.
Endurance is for your stamina bar, which is the green bar below your
Green
health
bar,
bar.
sure, yeah.
Which is for whenever you do an attack, whenever you sprint or roll. Also, your equip weight, so you can equip heavier armors and weapons. Dexterity and strength would be for the different weapon types. So, say like a club or an axe like this, that would rely on strength, whereas something like a spear or a katana or dagger would be
Dexterity.
for dexterity.
Sure.
So basically, you want to level up which one is more appropriate to the weapon that you want to use.
It's for you.
You just got this piece of crap axe at the moment.
Oh,
Yeah,
oh,
I think I'm going to be replacing it
I have to
pretty
await
soon.
my companions. So what?
Not really a fan of the axes and clubs and stuff in Dark Souls.
Yeah, I had to use a club to try and beat the catacombs because that was the only divine weapon I had, and I didn't like it.
Oh god,
You just joined
that
the
must have been
Covenant.
terrible. Yeah, covenants are sort of like, well, they're just like groups that you can join. Some have certain benefits. Like one is primarily for PvP, one is for, like co-op.
What is the way of the white one?
I do not know. I actually don't know
Okay.
because I tend to just generally join it straight away, just so I can buy stuff off them. But then I'll tend to replace it pretty quickly.
Yeah, I just join and leave them all the time. Just whenever someone's like, "Hey, you want to join my group?" I'm like, "Sure thing."
Yeah. I'm pretty sure you can join basically every covenant again anyway, so there's no real reason to stick with just one.
Yeah.
Sure. So you have to ring the bells of awakening.
Yes.
Yep.
How
There's
many
two
of
bells
those
of
are there?
awakening.
Two
There's
bells.
two,
Oh,
yes.
that doesn't seem like it should take too long.
It'll take a while.
Yeah.
I know.
So basically,
Are you gonna
like,
go to New Anolondo?
I think so. Yeah. I go down, grab
Okay,
a few
cool.
souls. I think.
Are you gonna get the Estus Flask thing, or no, the Firekeeper Soul?
I think maybe. Is there one down there?
Okay. Yeah,
don't know.
I generally go on a suicide run to get it right off the bat.
Oh wait, it's in the actual like flooded area, isn't it, with all the ghosts?
Yeah, but yeah, it is. But you can just rush there if you like follow a certain pathway, so it's not that difficult. If you know where you're going, of course, which is the difficult part, I guess.
So weapons just like random drops.
Yeah,
It depends.
basically.
Bosses, I imagine, would drop them, and also there's chests or something, probably.
You
Is that
can
right?
find them. Find them in
You can buy
chests.
them.
You can buy them. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Also,
Forgot about that one.
each enemy I think does have a like a drop list for the loot.
Yeah.
So there's a certain percentage they may drop, like a particular weapon or item.
Yeah, if
Right, that
someone
one's
has
so
like a
amazing.
spear on their character model, they won't drop like a club. They will drop a spear.
That's good. That's clever.
Yeah,
Well,
it's
I say
very
clever. It's
consistent,
common sense, but
which is rare for video games.
that's true.
Oh, you've got the master key.
Yeah. Probably
Are you
the
heading
most...
to Blytown?
Not at the moment, no.
Okay, I was going to say, like, Jesus Christ.
I wouldn't go straight into Blighttown from here.
I take it enemies don't scale, then you've got to...
Oh, no, they don't, no.
Was he worshipping that vase? Because I feel as though you're the villain in this.
I think he was, yeah.
Yeah.
So we're just, like, totally murdering these helpless hollows here. For no apparent reason other than souls.
Yeah. Well, it's the way of the world.
Yeah. It's good to get some souls. You really are worshipping it. Wow.
So yeah, I don't actually think I go and get the Firekeeper soul at the moment. Because just totally
Ooh, a sword. There you go.
skips my mind.
Named. Must be fantastic.
Ooh, it looks very neato.
It does, actually. So the sword play in this more like fencing than
It depends. This is just
clubbering.
like a a fencing type weapon. There's also different swords, short swords, long swords, katanas. Versus are like huge great swords.
Oh yeah, the claymore. Oh my god, trying to swing that without the proper stats, or the Zweihander.
Oh yeah.
Crazy.
Can't remember if I go and get the Zweihander at the moment. I probably
I'm not a
do,
big fan of
I
the
think.
Zweihander.
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 Well, technically it's Zweihander because when it's plural it has an umlaut over the A. I think.
Zwei?
Close enough.
Zweihander.
Sure. We could just call it two-hander.
Two-hander? Oh, okay. I always try to one-hand it.
That doesn't seem wise.
Well, you just
Or indeed
gotta have the proper
plausible
strength.
in an RPG. Usually you have bastard swords for that reason.
No, but like in this game, like when you get like certain weapons are just ridiculously massive. Like the gargoyle tail axe is incredibly massive, and it makes no sense how like someone can hold it up. It's especially weird because my character is a very skinny girl, and she's got this like massive like axe, and it makes no sense.
All right, small the
She
target.
looks like she could barely hold up her own weight.
So the graphics are alright, I guess. When did this game come out?
When did it come out? 2000 something, obviously, but
So within
I
the
dunno.
last 14 years.
probably 2010 maybe.
2010, okay. No, it looks pretty
Probably.
good. I
Well,
think
no,
I have seen
it's
it.
held
I
up.
mean, this is on PS3 as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. It looks really good with DS fix at 1080p. I just love it.
I mean, the higher resolutions on PC do look really nice. But,
Yeah, definitely. Because when you uncap the resolution, the artwork really just like you really start noticing all the small details that they've done and everything. It's really gorgeous, especially places like Anor Londo.
Oh yeah.
But Dark Souls is probably the prettiest ugly game I've ever played.
Prettiest ugly game.
It's so ugly yet gorgeous at the same time.
isn't it ugly in the sense that it's like an ugly world and it's meant to be?
Yeah.
Yeah. Is that the idea?
Exactly.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's quite impressive
Nice.
that they didn't just go for the whole, like, lush environment kind of thing, you know, where you have, like, a desert region and a snowy region and stuff like that. The sort of thing that you'd have in most RPGs to make the terrain a bit more varied. Yeah, whereas this is mostly
It also looks
caves.
really... It's just a very unique world. It's not like medieval Europe or anything like that.
Yeah. Because, I mean, there is a variety of different environments you can go to, but it's all very, well, dark, It's got this sort of like...
Well, some areas are really, I guess, light, but yeah, it's awesome.
So some areas are dark and some of them are light. Okay.
It's part of
Well, I
the theme.
mean, like, some
Light and
are,
dark.
like, haven't been touched by war, I guess. They look very, like, regular. I don't know how to describe it.
This one
but
kind of looks
it's-
regular.
Well, no, this looks horrible in comparison to the actual regular place, which
Oh,
doesn't
I was
look
just
that
going off the
regular,
fact
I
that there
guess,
was
to us.
grass, and like I was
Oh.
expecting the worst places to just be like tarmac. Or just like some really old lino that's sort of peeling at the edges.
Ah, another ring of sacrifice, or a ring of sacrifice, not another. My bad.
Yeah, just grabbing a few items at the moment. So, first of all, what we're trying to do at the moment, in the gameplay is get to the first bell.
What time are we at?
10 minutes in.
10 minutes.
No, like specifically, because
Oh, in the UK, like 10:15.
No.
Oh my god! Wait.
What the
in
hell?
in the video, because the YouTube just started buffering. I'm at
Oh.
10:43 right now.
We're at 10:55, 10:56, 10:57. So on
Okay,
in that
I'm
fashion.
up to date. We stabbing a rat?
Stabbing a
Yeah,
rat,
the
yeah.
rat's dead.
Okay, yeah.
We're in the sewer system.
Okay, I'm caught up. That was, okay, what were you saying,
close
MadDragon?
What we're doing in the gameplay is,
yeah.
and then you interrupted.
Just go,
Sorry,
go in.
YouTube interrupted. That's what it happened.
Damn it, YouTube. Can they not do
It
anything
just
right?
started buffering again.
But yeah,
Oh my God.
just progressing through this Undead Berg area, which is like, the main first area you get into.
It's sort of like a tutorial area. It's still not Dark Souls at its fullest.
No.
But it's
It's
more
easing
difficult.
you into it.
Exactly. A lot
It's
of
good
people
that they
say
do
like
that.
Dark Souls is unfair, but it actually is pretty fair in how it's designed.
Yeah. Well, it's like, it is difficult, but it's difficult in a way that if you mess up, it's your own fault. If you die, it's something that you've done wrong, something that you could have done better. It's not, there's very few like cheap moments in the game in terms of the difficulty.
Yeah.
So it's like, you
Although
can
there
kill
are a
enemies.
few.
Yeah, there's a few, but it's like, you can avoid them, you can, prepare yourself for them. How easy it is for you to kill enemies can kill you just as easy,
Yeah.
But, once you get used to this, the gameplay, the style of it, it doesn't become too bad. It's mostly knowing what, to do, and, always being careful.
Yeah. This area actually is sort of difficult because the monsters, like, I don't know, I forget what their actual name is, but they're
Hollows.
very... Yeah, hollows. Yeah, they're very random in their attack patterns. Like, everything else sort of has a consistent, oh, okay, he's going to do this, I do that, sort of thing. But these ones, they just, like, swing their swords all over
Yeah.
the place, and just, they have no, like, real rhyme or reason.
It's like, even though these are like the first enemies that you encounter, even if you're like, say, 50 hours into the game, you shouldn't let your guard down with them.
Yeah.
Because, if they go into that like berserk sort of like sword slashing attack, they can still easily kill you.
Yeah, definitely.
I
The
am
room
kind of
later
already
on-
beginning to see why this game's kind of quite well lauded for its gameplay. Because it does seem quite varied already, even though you're attacking the same thing. Oh, okay. No, there are still
dragon.
dragons. It's alright, MadDragon. There are dragons.
Technically a
one of-
wyvern, but we'll call it a dragon.
Oh, because of the arms and legs thing. Yeah, I forget which is which.
It's a big flying lizard. Who cares? It's a dragon. It's cool.
Worm. It's fine.
One of the coolest things about Dark Souls games is the stamina-based combat, because every time you swing, every time you take a hit with your shield up, stuff like that, it reduces your stamina, rolling and all that.
Yeah.
It does
So
exactly that. So it's a lot of resource managing your stamina, basically.
Yeah. I mean, you can't go into a fight just, hacking and slashing like if it was an action game. You got to make sure that you've got enough stamina to attack, to defend, to roll out of the way. So you got to, be very sort of like methodical about, your actions that you do.
The bigger
Yeah.
weapons cost more
Yeah.
stamina.
Yeah, they probably, I think they do, yeah. So like a huge greatsword would drain more stamina than, say, a little dagger,
Sure.
Yeah.
Good.
So a lot of the time, it's better to use the smaller weapons than they are the bigger weapons, because they have better DPS and stuff. By the way, what time are we at?
14:53.
Exactly.
What?
We're now at 14:58.
58. Okay.
You having issues?
A bit.
Hmm.
YouTube keeps on buffering just randomly.
How about when it stops, you just count in your head and then move to about that point?
No, I can't count.
That's fair. Oh.
Okay.
Oh,
So
that's a sticky situation.
yeah, I got a little bit worried there for a second. Oh, nice backstab. But yeah, we just rested at the bonfire, and all the enemies that we just killed have all just respawned as well then.
Ah, so it's a Metroidvania. I'm joking. Oh, you just disarmed him. Is that parry?
Yeah, that was a parry.
Yeah.
You get the
What
timing
happens when you
right.
parry? Yeah.
You know,
and
you leave them
find it.
open then.
Ah. And then, so you did even
Then you
more
deal
damage than you
critical
did with the back
damage.
damage, yeah.
So it's like a backstab,
backstabbing.
but
I
it's
swear it did more.
a lot more riskier. It probably does do a lot more damage, but it's, you know, riskier to do it, so...
Well, you killed one with the backstab and it did like 140, and then that one was over 200, so... But then you could just lob fire at them.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's why
Jesus.
Pyromancy is a pretty good class to start as.
See, I'm a knight, and I'd never do any magic aside from the heal spell.
Yeah, I quite often... That's often the function of magic in a lot of games for me, is just healing.
It's really important in this game just to have enough health to be able to progress, because a lot of the bonfires are separated from a huge distance, so you got to make sure you have enough health to make it to the next one.
Sure, I can imagine resource management is quite an issue sometimes.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh god. Wait for it. Just wait for it, I know what's coming.
Oh, you gonna kill him?
By accident.
Oh, well, he has
I
the
was
best weapon.
I was just mashing the square button to, you know,
Yeah.
use
Oh my God.
the soul items. I didn't realise, and then accidentally chucked a fireball at him.
So this is
Like
some kind of
fireball.
random vendor.
This is a merchant, yeah. You know, I was going to purchase some things from him.
But instead
He's
you
got
tried to kill
a lot
him.
of good upgrades.
Instead of aggroed him.
Can you make
My favorite thing
unaggro? De-aggro?